We'll begin media scrums with the women's cross country team. Head coach Travis Floeck, Kierstin Williams, and Kendall White. First of all, congratulations on your selection to the national championships. First time in 10 years. When you got the news, what were you doing, and kind of what was the immediate reaction?
I was at school, but I was pretty excited, and we all were sending messages to each other in our group chat, and just everyone was really excited, and everyone else on the team was also really excited for us. So it was super nice. Just a lot of encouraging messages from everyone.
I was at work, and then we all were just chatting about it in the group chat, and then we all went to dinner that night to kind of celebrate, but that's what we were doing.
I was sitting at my computer hitting refresh for about 2.5 hours prior, just trying to see if we could get that news. And but fortunately, I heard from my admin, Dave Yonke, and then we're just so happy for all these women. And then it was like, hey, let's get to work. Let's get this everything lined up, all the logistics for our trip to Sacramento.
Talk to us about the effort on Saturday at the regional, having to battle through the snow, deepest region in the country, and coming home with a good 9th place to earn the spot.
I'm from somewhere that doesn't have a lot of snow, so I was a little nervous, but Coach Travis definitely had raced in the snow before, and he got us really prepared, and we just had to go into it with a mindset that the snow wasn't going to bother us. So we put like Vaseline on our legs. We taped our spikes, which was really good because there were some spikes on the course loose. And then we just got the proper gear, and it ended up being a really nice day. It wasn't that cold. There was just a lot of snow at the start, and then a lot of mud on the places that were plowed. But yeah, we just had to not let it affect us. But
yeah, I think what Coach Travis kind of said before and what we talked about as a team was just not letting it affect us, and that everyone else is running in the same conditions, and they might let it affect their race, but we're going to be in a good mindset and just power through.
Yeah, piggybacking off of what Kendall said, when conditions like that arise, you want to allow it to be an advantage for you, and it's just all about mindset at that point. And I was just so proud at how they managed that, and obviously we want to be as prepared as possible, and I really feel like we were. But it's not only that. I mean, the weather was definitely a condition, a tough situation, but really when you go into a regional race and you have an opportunity to qualify, it's really balancing and managing your emotions and the mental side of it. And I was just so proud of them before the race even started, just because I think we handled that so well. The message beforehand was absolutely like, hey, this is just incredible. We have this opportunity, and yes, we have a chance to make it, but what we need to focus on is going there and doing our best and giving our best effort and throwing our hearts into the races, and then seeing how it shakes out. And if we do that and we give 100%, then we can really be proud of what we did. And even as we left, we leave the course on Saturday. We didn't know we were going to qualify. We got that news yesterday. I left just so proud of how we handled it and how we raced and everything that they did that day.
Kierstin, you were able to qualify last year as an individual. Now have your team with you. What experience do you kind of take from last year to bring to this year, and then B, just how much more exciting is it to have your whole team with you?
I could get really emotional talking about it, but I mean, I can't explain. This is just the perfect way to end a college career with your team. And last year, I remember it was so exciting. I'm a pretty big cross-country track nerd, so I had watched all the videos on YouTube of national championships, and so I was so excited to go. But I remember when I got there, being in the box with just all the other individuals, I kind of felt a little lonely. And the one thing I'm taking from last year was the start was so intense and everyone there is so good that it doesn't string out until maybe with a mile to go. It's just a big herd of very talented women. And I really thought that if I had had like Megan with me and some of the other girls, that I could have got out a lot faster and like been in a better position from the beginning. So that's what I'm kind of bringing into this next year, is that we all are super excited to go, but now we need to like go finish the mission in a way, like it's exciting, but we still have to like finish what we started. And I think they will like really help me, and we can all help each other just have a good experience.
Kendall, you've been with the program for a while now. Is this just kind of the cherry on top of the pie or whatever for you, and kind of just talk to us about your development from day one to now and yesterday?
Yeah, I think this is my 4th year and 3rd year competing, and just throughout all those years, we really wanted to make nationals all those years, and we just have been getting closer and closer every year. So it is kind of like what you're saying, like the cherry on top, that finally in like my senior year, we're finally going to nationals, and it's just a great way to like end a college career, and I'm very excited.
I say it's culminating your careers and just kind of getting this program started. It all just kind of meshed together incredibly well. Is it just you had a great group of kids ready on the same mission and adopted anything that you kind of threw at them?
Yes. I mean, without them being extremely coachable and having faith in me, this wouldn't have happened. So I'm just so grateful that I walked through the door, and honestly, I knew a lot of different things, but I didn't know how each individual conversation would go, how, the team would react to changes, because there were changes, and for them to be so adaptable and really just coachable, like I said, and it was very evident right away that they all have a big heart. They're really good people. I really believe in like character and culture. It really plays a big role in success, and they all are great people. And so I think them having those intangibles is what allowed it to kind of, like you said, like kind of mesh together. And so, yeah, I think that's been a really big key. And I'm so excited for this opportunity in 2 weeks. I mean, I think my message to the team this afternoon will be like, when we get back to doing a workout this afternoon, will be like, hey, we're kind of playing with house money at this point. We hit the big goal, but I want to go there and let's go do our best. Let's go compete. Let's be top 20. Let's like do what we've done all fall, and bring that same type of energy into Sacramento. And it's going to be a really just neat experience to go watch them go compete again and compete against the nation's best.
What does it mean for you two? I mean, obviously you talked about culminating your careers here, but the message you're sending to the younger runners, I mean, now you're kind of establishing this is the bar, and now we expect you guys to take it from here. And it looks like, the young kids have just kind of, okay.
Yeah, I think we are setting that bar, and we're excited for the future. We want to see the younger classes continue with this kind of trend, like going to nationals. And also just we've worked really hard to have a good team environment. And I think this year has been something that has been really great, especially for the women's team. I know we just are always encouraging each other. We're always getting ready for the race together, and that kind of has helped us perform better, and hopefully continuing that team bond like with the younger classes as they continue.
Yeah, I'd say the same. We just try to establish like good traditions, with the weekly team meetings and, like she said, getting ready. And most of the people that I talk to about this team, I think everyone would just say like it's just a special team. It's just a special group of girls. And I think it's hard to come into such a positive, like great environment and just not feed off that energy and be the same. I think it just attracts like-minded people. So hopefully as we leave, the people that are staying, because there's a lot of girls staying, it's just basically us. They can just keep doing the same thing, and then it just trends and trends, and it keeps going up. But yeah.
So now you've got 2 weeks to kind of come up with the training plan, get them rested, healthy, trained to go. It's basically sea level to run. So, are they in good shape to take on the next 2 weeks and get ready to go?
Yes, I love the place we're in. One of my messages to them before the race is it's a long season. A lot of them have been training since May or June. And sometimes you get to this point of the season and teams are just kind of holding on physically. You're holding on emotionally, mentally, but that hasn't been the case with this team. I feel like they look the best they've looked in terms of workouts and fitness and efficiency. Their energy is amazing. Like, they're so engaged. Yeah, I feel like we're in a tremendous spot, and it's just you're not trying to reinvent the wheel at this point. Obviously, I think the only thing that, we're going to just mix up a little bit this week is just next week is faster. It's flat. It's at sea level. We're going to be running faster than in a foot of snow. And so, like, even the workout today, it's like, hey, we're just going to finish with a few little reps just to focus on that efficiency and that turnover. But really, it's the foundation of everything that they've been doing for months upon months now.
You kind of talked about it a little bit, Kierstin, just having that much talent, but you've been now for the last month in mini nationals with the RMAC and the region being so deep. How big of an advantage is that, already kind of having that experience from such a talented conference with 8 teams getting in and the region having 9?
Yeah, one thing I think I've said before is it's so nice to be with this competition because it's familiar. When you go to RMAC and you go to regionals, if you can run with those top girls, that's all Americans. That's who's going to be in the front of the pack at nationals. So it's kind of like a mini nationals throughout the whole championship season, and then you add a few more people and just a lot of extra bodies at nationals. So that's why I think it'll be exciting to be in a better position getting out, because it's the same people that we run with all the time. So I think it does bring out the talent in us to run against such talented people. But yeah, I think we did good against all of them this last weekend. So.
All right. Anything else? Question of the week. Favorite Thanksgiving side dish, Thanksgiving meal side?
I really like bread, so mine's rolls.
Mine is green bean casserole.
My family has a broccoli casserole recipe that I just love, and I've made for the teams I've coached in the past. Maybe we'll do that again. But yeah, lots of cheese, Ritz crackers, lots of broccoli. It's all sorts of goodness.
Thanks, and good luck next week.